Welcome back, everybody, to the Arkansas State Red Wolves Dynasty. We are 0-3 here to start season number 1, losing our first 3 non-conference games, and now we enter a crucial game, and our only rival of this series and of this game is Memphis with Arkansas State. So this is a must-win for a lot of reasons. Can we get our first win in non-conference play? Or will we go into Sun Belt play limping in without a win? Mike Williams is a really good freshman receiver. We saw that last episode along with Mustafa Mayo. But I don't think the offense is really the problem at this point of the season. I really think it's the defense, and getting home after the quarterback is going to be a priority. So going into this game, we are going to make some changes up front, and it starts with Trey Claybrooks, who has really jumped off the screen to me. He is a true freshman defensive end. He's only 69 overall. We are going to use him primarily as our main edge rusher off the right edge. And then we will keep Suntaran Perkins off of the left edge. Now, Suntaran Perkins is coming off of a 14-sack season with Ole Miss. So he should be really, really good, but we have just not seen that effect at all. So we will see if he can finally get going, but if he doesn't, we might have to make some changes. Another change we're going to make on defense is really replacing James Reed at free safety. He gave up 3 total touchdowns last episode, blowing assignments, just straight up missing in his zone, letting guys blow right past him. And I just cannot afford to have that going into Sun Belt play. So we are going to try out a new starter at free safety. And James Reed is a senior, so this kind of sucks benching a senior. But it is what it is. He's been giving up a lot of big plays, and we just can't afford to do that, especially if we want to be a good defensive team. So today, Brandon Greel will get his first start. Now, he is a younger player as a sophomore. He is 74 overall, so his ratings say he should not be better than James Reed, but I'm willing to give him a shot because James Reed was just really, really bad on the back end of our defense. But we play against Memphis, who is 1-1 going into this game. They have played 2 already Sun Belt teams, and they have a really young quarterback in Arrington Maiden. But I think Arrington Maiden is going to be a really good quarterback if he develops the right way. Look at his skill caps. He pretty much doesn't have any. His power, he has no skill caps, but he can flat out run the football. If they tailor this offense around the ground game, I think this team can be really good. But it looks like through the first 2 games, they have really been airing it out more than running the football, and they've had success doing it. Bussey has 3 touchdowns. He has 173 yards through the air. Their defense is actually pretty decent also, including Elijah Herring, who is one of the best linebackers in the NCAA at this point. So we are going to have to make sure to know where he's at all times. He is definitely one of the better players for any, smaller school in this game. So we will have to see what we can do here at home for our final non-conference game as we start this rivalry, the only one we will have in this series. Let's get this game underway, as here is A.J. Wallace, number 14, back to receive the opening kickoff, and he takes it back to about the 17-yard line. Out comes this offense. Looking at the last meetings here in this rival, Memphis has won the last 5. And wow, look at the score, 37-3 in that last meeting. The first play of the game is going to be an RPO out to Mike Williams, who's coming off of a 100-yard game and really a breakout game for him. He's definitely going to be a focal point of this offense this year. To the ground game now, Jay Harris, the power back out of Oregon. He picks up 7. At the 36 now, speed option to the right side. Raynor's got the first down in a little bit more, pushed out of bounds, and he gets a gain of 10 yards. Fresh set of downs here at the 46-yard line. There is a nice throw to Mustafa Mayo, getting the 2 freshmen targets the football early on in this game. I want to get their confidence going. 1st and 10 again across the 50. Here's a throw, and Raiders hit on the throw. He finds Jay Harris anyway inside the 20 for a gain of 23 yards. Good drive put together here by the Red Wolves. Back to Harris. He picks up a few, bringing it to a 2nd and 5 here at the 11. Play action fake here for Raynor. Getting out of the pocket, flipping it to the backup tight end. That is Miller McCrumbie as he gets inside the 5. Goal to go here for this long drive in the Red Wolves offense. Here is Raynor, 3rd and goal. They only rush 3. He tries to take it to the pylon. He's in. What an opening drive for the Red Wolves. Raynor takes it, and we have the lead in this rivalry game in front of the hometown crowd today. It's the red unis here for the Red Wolves. The first time we're rocking the all reds today, and Memphis in their all blues. Here is Maiden taking off, and he will slide down. We definitely got to make sure that we keep him in the pocket. That's where he's going to hurt us when he's using his legs. Now here on a 2nd and 6, here is a carry. This time to the outside, it's Sutton Smith. He is stopped. Only for a gain of 2 on that carry. 3rd and 4 now. Can we get this redshirt freshman quarterback off of the field? He's got limited experience so far. Only 3 games started in his career. That is a good first down throw right there. 1st and 10 for Maiden. This time trying to scramble. He goes down. It's Stone Blanton, the transfer out of Mississippi State. He hasn't made a huge impact, but he's been a good contributor. Quick throw by Maiden, this time to the outside. Looks like that's Claiborne for a few yards, bringing it to a 3rd and 4. We rush 4 on this play. A short toss out to Sutton Smith, who breaks the tackle initially and does get enough for the first down. Our linebackers really have to step up here, and I'm looking for somebody to really show off. But here's a throw to the middle of the field, caught, and that's a turnaround and a spin move. Brendan Doyle, the senior tight end for Memphis, will score. A big-time catch and run. What a spin away from a tackle, and he scores and ties this ball game up. 1 drive for each offense to the first quarter as Jay Harris gets the first carry of the next drive. He gets it to a 3rd and inches. Close to the 29, Harris still in the game. We bring in Josh Flowers to run the QB power. We do have a small package of plays for Flowers in case we need those short yardage runs. 5 wide out here, empty. We run Mike Williams in motion, the freshman wide receiver. Here is Raynor back in the game. He throws short to the local kid, Anthony Capps, out of Jonesboro, Arkansas. Picks up a gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Another quick throw for Raynor out to the sideline. It's caught by Mustafa Mayo, who moves the chains. Running Mayo in motion this time with a fresh set of downs here close to the 50. Here's a handoff. Jay Harris using a little bit of his speed and throwing the stiff arm. Picks up a gain of 5. You can kind of see the game plan. Rotating backs in the game. 3rd and short. And it's Anthony Capps picking up another first down for this offense. So now just on the edge of field goal range. Memphis sends pressure. Here's a throw to the end zone. Mike Williams is alone, but it looks like that throw did not lead him enough. It looked like he had a step. That brings it to a 3rd and 5. Good pocket. It's a clean one. A.J. Wallace, the redshirt freshman's open, and he picks up the first down. So now at the 26, direct snap this time to Anthony Capps, who has some space up the middle, and he gets to about the 11 for a first down. I want to get him the rock some more, give Jay Harris some breathers. And now here we go, 1st and 10, a design quarterback rollout to the right side. And that is going to be caught by Harden at the about 3-yard line. 3rd and 1 now. Back to Anthony Capps. He fights forward for the touchdown. Anthony Capps, the local kid, his first career rushing touchdown. He's definitely going to put that one in his trophy case. And it's now 14-7. So Memphis with the rock here now on offense. Sutton Smith breaking a few tackles and picks up a tough 11 yards on that carry before getting brought down by Dante Joyner. It's a first down. Here is Maiden this time escaping pressure, and it looked like number 90 Tim Hardiman may have been in his face, and Maiden uses that speed to get around him. First and 10 again. Here's a throw, and that one's caught at the 50 in a speed burst ahead by number 1, Jacoby Banks. And they're across the 50 already. Maiden throws to the right side. This one is going to be broken up. It's going to be number 16, Diabre Hood. And now that brings it to a 3rd and 4. Here is Maiden this time breaking a tackle from Clay Brooks, and he gets away. That is a first down. Actually, that was Hardiman who was there. No, it wasn't Hardiman. That was number 99, Timothy Gully, who's in on that pass rush. Here's a throw deep downfield. It's a touchdown, and Memphis capitalizes off of Maiden's first down scramble and finds Jacoby Banks in the end zone and easily ties this ball game up. This could be a shootout. Every possession may matter in this one. There's a nice throw out to Mike Williams for another first down. He just finds a way to get first down. Remember, he has that best friend mental ability as well. And there's a nice throw to A.J. Wallace for the first down. 22 seconds to go here in the first half. 2 timeouts remaining. They send pressure on Raynor, and he barely gets rid of that pass. It does fall to the ground, and that one will end the first half. So both teams only see 2 possessions pretty much, except for Arkansas State, who had that 1 possession there at the end of the half. And both teams looking like they are dialed in. Second half action now here for Arkansas State. Can we come away with our first win of the season and close this one out? Here is Maiden this time breaking a tackle and picking up the first down before Hood takes him down. And that's the thing. Arrington Maiden has 88 speed. He can run with the football. 2nd and 6 now. This is a handoff. Sutton Smith, and there is a stop. Stone Blanton was there first to hold up Smith. And now it's a 3rd and 9. Here is Maiden in the pocket. We rush 5, and there's a nice throw to number 86, Brendan Doyle, who breaks a few tackles and gets out of bounds. Each time he's caught a pass, he hasn't been tackled. So now they're at the 40-yard line here. Handoff to Sutton Smith, trying to find some running room. He's been bottled up today so far. He did have 86 yards rushing and a touchdown last week in a win. As now they get it to the 36-yard line. A direct snap to the backup. He breaks a tackle, and Stone Blanton can't take him down, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. And they're running a little tempo. Here is another jet sweep touch pass that picks up 3. And now they eventually get it to a 3rd and 1 at the 3-yard line. Here is Maiden scrambling again, and he gets there. He only needed 1 yard. He gets to barely the 2-yard line, and it's goal to go. Now a handoff. Sutton Smith trying to fight forward, but the Red Wolves are there. Hardiman was there for the tackle to lead that gang tackle. 3rd and short now, and it looks like the offense is going to jump, and they're going to back up 5 yards. So now it's a 3rd and goal from the 6. So here is Maiden now. Looking, scrambling to left side, tries to flip it to Sutton Smith, and it's knocked away by the freshman Trey Claybrooks. So now they bring in their kicker from the right hash from the 6-yard line, only 21 yards out. It's no good. And this is the kick that all the CPU kickers cannot make. If you push them to that right hash at about the 5 or 6 or 7-yard line, it seems like none of them can make it. Some can, but most of them can't. So we luck out on that drive. Here is a throw across the middle. That's A.J. Wallace, who starts out the drive with a nice catch from Jalen Raynor. Raynor has been efficient with the football. Here's a play-action fake. He was looking deep on that throw, but it's covered. He scrambles to the left side. He throws across his body. This one's caught. It's the first catch of the game by Tennell Bryant. That's pretty amazing to me that Bryant hasn't touched the ball up to this point. Here's a little bit of a load option. It looked like on the motion Mike Williams got the pitch, and that is him. He picks up the first down. At the 28, Raynor throws behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a double pass. It's a touchdown. Jay Harris will score. A.J. Wallace looked like he was getting a screen, looks downfield, and throws an absolute perfect pass downfield. And now it's 21-14. We bring the tricks today. Here's a screen pass for Memphis, getting the next drive going, and that is a catch and run for a gain of 8 by Marcelo Bussey. Play action now. Maiden gets away from a sack, and a wide open Doyle downfield. Another catch for the big senior tight end. How did Maiden escape the pressure that time and get rid of that ball? Handoff back to Sutton, but this time a stop in the backfield. That's the senior linebacker Kyle Taylor in the backfield. 2nd and 11 now, back to Sutton Smith. He breaks a tackle and eventually gets brought down by Cameron Kroll, number 45, the freshman linebacker. 3rd and 5 now into the 4th quarter. Pressure on Maiden. Tries to get away from Trey Claybrooks. It's a sack. His 2nd of the year, and the true freshman showing why he's earned that playing time coming off of the edge. Good contain right there. Good wrap up. And that's his first sack of the evening. So we do force the punt now, and here's our offense. Back to the freshman Anthony Capps up the middle, and he picks up a nice first down run. Only 4 carries for him, but he's got a lot of snaps today. Jay Harris back in the game now for the power back, and the junior takes it across the 50. 3rd and 4 this time at the 48. Back to the ground game. Harris runs over a defender and picks up the first down. That's just a defender. That's number 31, Elijah. Actually, that's not Elijah Herring, but it looked like Herring at first. And we just absolutely bulldozed for a first down that time. Mike Williams with a nice catch. He picks up the first down. And this drive continues. The impressive run game. Good blocking up front. Tough gain of 5 right there. Only 3 down linemen on the next play. Back to the running game. Jay Harris. He gets pushed forward. It looked like he was going to be stopped short of the first down. He somehow makes away. Back to Harris. Throws a stiff arm to the outside. Inside the 5. It takes 2 men to get him down. And this is why you recruit a power back late in the game like this. You got to pound him. Back to Capps. It's a touchdown. And Anthony Capps scores, and he makes it a 2-touchdown lead. And we're just about at 2 minutes left in this game. And it looks like Arkansas State could be well on their way to their first win of the season. The kickoff is to Jamari Hawkins, the receiver. He finds a lane, and nobody's going to catch him. Somehow gets through the teeth of the kickoff team. Touchdown. Oh my goodness, 1 cut was pretty much untouched, and then he takes it the distance. And just like that, Memphis answers right back. So can we come up with a good return to kind of ice this game and put it away? Here's Tennell Bryant, and he has a lane as well. Bryant to the 30, the 20, the 10, and he wisely falls down. Unfortunately, he didn't get to the 2-minute warning right there, so we do run a play to get to it. Here is Jay Harris now, carry up the middle, and we do get Memphis to burn one of their timeouts at least. 3rd and goal now, direct snap. Anthony Capps, his 3rd of the day. His first career touchdown came in this game, and that wasn't the only one. Make it 3. Number 33 is putting on a show today. And now here we are back up by 14. Here is Maiden this time throwing into coverage, almost intercepted by Brandon Greal. In his first start, that would have been epic. 3rd and 10 now. Maiden, pressure on him. And he's going to go down. It looked like Tim Hardiman was there on the hit. Centauran Perkins was there to clean it up. And now it's 4th and 10. This is the game right here. Maiden throws deep, and that one is knocked away. And that's DeAubrey Hood, who's had a great game today. And we just kneeled this one out for the victory. Oh! And they push over Raynor. No sportsmanship by Memphis. That started an all-out brawl after the game. The cameras had to cut away and everything. Everybody was on the field. Fans, it was ugly. Coaches had to break it up. The referees had to break it up. And that's how this rivalry ends. An ugly game at the end, but we hold on for our first win of the season. 355 total yards of offense. It was our most efficient game by far. Raynor 18 of 22, only 168 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, but did not fumble this game, did not turn the ball over this game, and that ended up being the difference. We rode Jay Harris at the end of that game. He was phenomenal. Anthony Capps ended up punching it in, kind of doing that cleanup duty on the goal line. He had a couple of nice runs as well. But it really wasn't a big passing game for us. That double pass ended up being, the longest pass for us in the game. But our defense really did show up today. I would say we weren't great, but we were good. Trey Claybrooks made a big impact. He had that tip pass on that third down. He had a couple of pressures. He had that sack to force the punt late in that game. Stone Blanton also added a sack. And then Brandon Greal was actually really, really good in his first start. I didn't see anything terrible from him. He also dropped an interception, but those will come. But we do get our first win of our season here, which feels really, really good because I was really nervous going into conference play, not having any momentum, and at least we win our only rivalry game of the season. Jay Harris was phenomenal in that game, and I think that's going to be the game plan. We're going to run him early and then maybe try to open up the passing game as the game goes on. And then if we have leads, we're going to end up running the football late. And he's a great power back. Hasn't fumbled yet, crossing our fingers. He's been really good, and Trey Claybrooks shows why. We tried to get him more playing time, and it paid off that game. I'm really, really excited for him and to see what he turns into. Some guys you just recruit, they're maybe not like high overalls, but you just have a good feeling about them. They just play way better than their ratings, and I feel like Claybrooks definitely does do that. So let's just talk recruiting really quick. And the story in our top 10 recruits right now on our board that are the only recruits we have points on at this point are that we're all in first place for all of them. Brian Lorenz is really, really close to committing. He is to me, he's an outside receiver. He is 6'1". He's got a lot of quickness, 96 acceleration, 91 speed. I do want to find a quarterback, so at some point, once we start to free up some of these commitments, we're going to start to try to scout a couple of quarterbacks to get them in here because we need to think about the future as well. But one thing I wanted to emphasize going into this season was adding some interior offensive linemen. So I picked up Cabral and Cherador, added them both to the recruiting board. We're going after them pretty hard. And then I wanted to pick up a couple of running backs. So Enrique Gatewood is a future power back for us. It looks like we're going to land him eventually. We're in first place by a large margin. And then Richard Trinidad was a guy that I've been recruiting also. I think he's a future coverage middle linebacker for us. I tried to see if he's more of a pass rusher. I don't have him fully scouted yet. But at least right now, it looks like he's probably going to be a coverage linebacker. But I did add one guy late, Cortez Tubbs. He's a defensive tackle. One thing we haven't gotten is pressure in the interior defensive line. So I do want to add some defensive tackles to hopefully kind of groom to be pass rushers. Maybe something we just don't have right now. So that's going to do it here for this episode. We get our first win going into conference play, and hopefully that momentum carries over as we'll face Texas State. We'll play Texas State and Louisiana in the next two of the next three games. Those are going to be tough matchups, so we definitely have to be on our P's and Q's. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Hope you guys are enjoying the Arkansas State Dynasty. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.